We are here to present a PPT presentation on forensic analysis of social networks. Introduction. Digital forensic, known as the digital forensic science, is a branch of forensic science. Digital forensic, a new discipline, was developed to deal with the problem of legal and lawful of the digital evidence of the corporate internal investigation. To begin it with very important define digital forensics and goal of the digital forensics regarding the question of the digital forensics. Accordingly, digital forensic science of the collecting, preserving, examining, analyzing, and presenting relevant digital evidence for use in the judicial proceeding. One of the many definitions of the digital forensics can be defined as the application of the science and engineering to the legal problems of digital evidence. Digital evidence is not like standard evidence in a criminal or civil investigation process. It's a series of 1 and 0 bits and nothing else because it is very complicated to understand from both of the court and jury. Second, the forensic analysis. Digital forensic analysis is today no longer what it was few years ago. The methods and models are same, but the tools and the problems are very different. Today, digital forensic investigation have a variety of the application. The most common is support of the courts in the criminal or civil processes. The first computer crimes were recognized in 1978 Florida Computer Crime Act, which included designation against unauthorized modification or deletion of data on any computer system. By the end of the 1990s and the start of the 2000s, digital forensics was closely rated in the PCs. In the late 1980s, utilizers were being widely advertised that could perform a variety of the data recovery, including unformat, undelete, diagnose, and remedy. So now, third one is social networks. So these are some forensic challenges which we are facing today. A rapid growth of the social networks has resulted in an increase in criminal activity on the internet. Digital forensic scientists have recognized this increase, are constantly working and developing model and framework of the digital forensic investigation process. There is no model frameworks and model combination with the specially developed tools. Another important area smartphone, personal data assistant PDA, smart TVs, Android devices, and other embedded systems which can include a social network access. The increased use of social networks and the potential digital evidence can help on this device and recovered with the right tools and the examination methods. So many cases involve potential grooming offense in which the Facebook platform and Facebook apps from the mobile phones need to be investigated. Activities such as instant chats, comments, and group events created a number of the footprints in the memory location. So the case study. For the purpose of this paper, the authors have created a case study with the following most common scenario, that is the privacy purpose. A Facebook account is stolen from one person and which can account a crime committed such as inappropriate message is written using incorrect content that it comes under the fraud scam and downloading and uploading prohibited images from this account. The real owner of the proof leaks sports the case of the police and prosecutors with the judge order being an investigation. After that, the person who was identified was stolen delivers to Facebook administrators a proof about the ownership of the profile and ownership of profile is restored. However, the criminal act is committed and perpetrators must be found. It is not possible to execute live forensic procedure but only post-mortem device analysis. Law enforcement in the USA may use a law enforcement online request. The first phase of the digital investigation process. There are a number of the digital forensic models. The framework in available literature authors there were gave the brief description and the most important models used in the computer investigation. The phase is not so simple because difficulty related to preserving the integrity and the chain of the custody is the digital evidence. In this phase, key elements are the first responders, forensic devices, potential carriers of the digital evidence, which was possible to access the Facebook through the internet connection. Investigators should be very careful because under digital device there are variety of the devices such as smartphones, smart TVs, devices, playing stations, etc. and exempt proper device. After examination, Digital device must be registered and maintained in a proper custody till the next phase of investigation. The second phase of the digital investigation process requires collection, examination, and analysis of the digital evidence. This is the most complex phase of evidence. In our scenario, we assume that the digital evidence is stored on the suspect's PC and SCSI SSD on which the data were stored. Analysis must be performed by the competent and the trained personnel for the investigation stage. Completely bit-to-bit copy of the hard disk must be executed because no analysis is done original device as the evidence carrier. After execution of IEF, the first results proved negative and nothing was found that supported the investigation hypothesis. There was found no evidence in connecting any internet activity and any Facebook communication after the next detailed analysis. All the files were copied with the VMware disk mount software mounted like a virtual hard drive. The virtual disk were added to IEF and analysis of the disk carried out. The software found a view as username or password and the Facebook account to carry our criminal activity through use of VMware XP virtual machine. Use the Internet Explorer browser. So now the conclusion. In this paper, the authors have dealt with the upcoming form of cybercrime. We have described a forensic analysis of the social networks and the methodology and the framework that can be used forensic analysis of the social network. For the purpose of the research, a case study with the most common case A, combination of the identity theft and the public defamation through the Facebook activity, which can complete the digital investigation process through all the phases and be presented.